Hey everybody, it's me, Eric Ramirez 101, and today we are back for another video. And today, recently I've been looking up Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. And if you don't know me, then, well, I love Five Nights at Freddy's despite its scary nature. And what I decided to do was to express my love for Five Nights at Freddy's. I decided to make myself a Foxy costume. Now, believe me, I know that I'm not a professional costume maker, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my own Foxy costume and express my love. So as you can see right here, I'm having trouble with the duct tape. Now I found a video online about how to do a Foxy costume like this. I'll have it linked in the description. But however, I researched Foxy in order to make this costume, which is perfectly fine. Nothing too bad, like at all. So as you can see, I have my dad's work glove next to me, and before I started, I asked him, "Hey, is it okay if I can use one of your gloves for something?" And I was expecting him to go, "What are you gonna do to my glove?" Well, that didn't exactly happen. My dad said, "Sure, buddy, you can use it. You can use my glove however you want to, Sean." And that's exactly what ended up happening. Now, as you can see, I'm building the pieces that go on the top and bottom of my hand. Now what you want to do for this is you want to... Sorry, let me just get my phone out of the way. You want to make sure that no sticky parts of the duct tape are touching your hand, so that they don't, because you want this hand, because when you wear the glove, you want it to be able to flex with your hand when you move it. So now that I have the glove on, now I'm fitting it around my hand, and if you notice there's big hands in the way, that's Ray. So as you can see, I'm fitting the pieces around my hand, and I'm test fitting it to make sure that it doesn't squeeze the living life out of my hand. And I'm running into a problem, as you can see with my glove. So far so good. Dang it. Okay. Wow, it's been 3 minutes already. So as you can see, I'm test fitting it, and it fits nicely on my hand, which is exactly what you want. So now you gotta secure it with duct tape, and I'm gonna be using, and for the first time on this channel, I'm actually going to be using a hot glue gun, which is extremely rare. I don't think I've ever used a hot glue gun until now. Not really sure. So let's see. So now I'm tracing out the pieces from my hand, and I got a little bit on my hand. It's perfectly fine. It's washable. It's washable. And see, I'm labeling them. As you can see, there was PF. That stands for pointer finger. Pointer finger is my favorite finger. And I had to trace out all the pieces. Stupidly, I actually realized not long after I did this that excuse me, I actually realized shortly after I made the finger pieces that the size of my finger isn't gonna matter since I'm wearing a glove. Why did I do this? Why did I do that? Now I'm doing this myself. I'm using my paper project skills to make this glove. Good thing I spent 14 years of my life learning how to build paper models. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Handy? You're right, Eric. He's looking at me like, "What are you doing, Dad? Why are you staring at a computer and recording yourself and talking about something?" So as you can see now, so now I'm putting duct tape on the finger pieces. There's about 3 pieces per finger. The third piece is gonna be for, like, the claws and stuff. So as you can see now, I haven't taped them onto my fingers yet, but I'm just making sure I know where they go because I have a terrible memory with some of this stuff. So the idea is you want to make sure you know where they're supposed to go, because when I put the duct tape on, I couldn't see which finger they were supposed to go on. Like, I couldn't see pointer finger, middle finger, or ring finger, so basically it was terrible for me, so... I almost cut my finger right there. Oy, this is taking forever. Okay, so now as you can see now, my finger pieces are going on slowly, but it's okay. So now, as you can see, I'm fitting them on my hand, on the glove, so I know where they're supposed to be. Like, on my fingers. What did I just say? I don't understand. Let's see. Let me see here. So now I'm taping the pieces onto my fingers, and see, this is mostly made for just my hand. So if you try to wear it, your hand is probably a little bit bigger than mine. So basically, it'll start stretching the duct tape out, which is bad. Because it's supposed to fit only around my finger, around my hand, not your hand, so you're gonna have to make yours as big as your hand is. I'm not insulting your hand or anything, I'm sorry. I can't find the right volume for the music, I'm sorry if you can't hear me. So now the finger pieces are going on, as you can see. Let's see here. So now here come the pieces that are supposed to go on the tips of my fingers, which are the claws. See, I suspected that when Foxy was brand new, I suspected that maybe, like, he had a fur on him, and there was, like, these metal bits coming through that represented his claws, I guess? I don't know, foxes have claws. I've seen foxes before on the internet, so... And besides, this will be fitting, and besides, when Foxy gets worn down over the 20 years that he's been around, it wears him down all the way to the endoskeleton, and those claws are still there because they're metal, and thus, they give Foxy a menacing look, like Five Nights at Freddy's is scary, obviously, so this is scary for him. So now, I got my hot glue gun here, and I'm gluing the top piece onto my hand, onto the glove. I had some help from my mom. There's her beautiful hands right there. And so we had to make sure that it was glued on the top and bottom. And once we stuck them on, then... Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to continue this in a part 2. Bye everybody!